Join, wager, cash in, get a $125 bonus. Details at TVG.com.
Well, now the Friday Pick 4 sequence preview that we were going to do is even a little more spicy. We thought, hey, let's preview the Friday Pick 4. That was before we found out there was going to be a Pick 6 carryover heading into the card tomorrow. So now you're probably going to be playing a Pick 4. You're probably going to be playing a Pick 6 also. Let's take a quick look right away into the sequence. Here's a look at the 4-race sequence tomorrow. It'll begin with a pretty interesting group of maiden special weights going 5 furlongs tomorrow. And what makes this field difficult is it's a field of 9 with just one horse with experience, and that's the 4, Tiz Jolie. Tiz Jolie is the only horse in this race who has ever raced before, and Tiz Jolie is 10-1. So we look at the iPad, and we'll show you what the past performances look like. First-time starter, Pops Racer. First-time starter, Bad Reed Sanchez. Wonder if that one's named after Mark Sanchito Sanchez, the Latin king of Manhattan. Well, not really anymore. Bold Bid, another one who'll probably take some money for Peter Miller. Trujillo was on a first-time starter that won today. But I'm a little bit intrigued with this 8 horse here, Red Button. Red Button is a really interesting horse for Mark Glatt. Red Button has a very, very nice pedigree. Mark Glatt trains, and Mark Glatt, who's plenty capable with first-time starters. This one is a half to Sugar Shake, who was a Grade 1 winner, multiple graded stakes winner, 6 for 16, $500,000 earner. The Dam was a 6-time winner, was a Grade 2 winner, multiple stakes winner, and won first time out at 5.5 furlongs by 3 lengths. That was the Dam skipping around. Red Button, folks, is a horse that you must use in all of your wagers because the 5th race is the most important race tomorrow. The 5th race is that very pivotal race, the end of the early Pick 5, the start of the late Pick 4, and the midway point in the Pick 6 sequence. How about race number 6? Second leg of the sequence, Royal FJ. I thought was very, very good last time out. And if you look at Royal FJ overall, this is a horse who you just got to focus in on his form down the hill. He's run 17 times, 4 wins, 3 seconds, and 2/3, and he defeated Guns Loaded and Stormberg, also defeated Rangy in that one last time out. There were 4 horses who exit May the 24th. Stormberg was 3rd, Rangy was 5th, Guns Loaded was 2nd, and then Royal FJ was your winner. Now, you look at this race down the stretch, Stormberg gets absolutely sawed off and has to angle out and around, and that's what cost Stormberg. That's Royal FJ down the middle. The horse who I thought had every chance, Guns Loaded, really no excuses in there. I think Rangy will be a horse that you want to include on your ticket because Rangy is not hooking a field with as much speed today. We look through, and Stormberg comes out of that same race, but Rangy's interesting. Rangy had to go very quick and duel last time out. The horse that Rangy dueled with, they ended up running 5th and 6th in this race. And you can see it was just a field of 6. So for me, I think Rangy, even though Rangy ran 5th in that common race, Rangy, Royal FJ, and Stormberg for me were the 3 horses that you probably want to take out of that race. As we move on from race number 6, let's take a look at the odds for race number 7. Race number 7, where Goyan is installed as the morning line favorite in here. I have some major concerns about Goyan going 1 mile into 16th. It just looks like there's a lot of other speed in here, and it could set up for a horse to come from off the pace like this one, 10 Killer Kid. 10 Killer Kid with Elvis Trujillo was a good closing second, going 6 furlongs. I think the stretch back out from 10 Killer Kid from 6 furlongs back to 1 mile into 16th could prove to be key. 10 Killer Kid was 2nd behind a horse named Southern Sunrise, who will race earlier on the card this weekend. 10 Killer Kid was a pretty good closing second. Southern Sunrise, the horse who won, was a class-dropping horse who is a speed horse and has a lot of back class. Very tough to get by when he can get out front and clear the field. 10 Killer Kid, I think, gets the trip, will have some pace to close at. And the thing you look about 10 Killer Kid, been facing better horses for the bulk of his career. So I'm gonna give the 8 horse a big long look. One more that you may wanna look at, the 2 Warren's Casper on the ticket. Warren's Casper, I think, will improve. Second start off the layoff. Any of these horses who ran behind Image of Joplin, that horse came back and won by 17+ lengths the other day, so it has been a live race. 8th and final, really a big fan of Chattering Gambler in here. Chattering Gambler, if you're Todd Schrupp and you're watching this, please just divert your eyes. Todd Schrupp needed Chattering Gambler for a little bit of money last time he ran. Chattering Gambler from the rail, I thought ran very, very well. We're gonna look at the backtrack for Chattering Gambler. Showed a ton of improvement when stretching out and when going onto the grass first time, and he was just beat to the punch. You'll see he's the 1, and he's trying to angle out right here. Watch him in the 11. He just can't get around the 9 quite quick enough. 11 beats him to the punch. The 1 had to hesitate ever so slightly, and I think that is what cost Chattering Gambler the victory. You'll notice he was only beaten by a neck last time out, and look at the improvement he showed when going from the dirt, stretching out to the grass. 5th, kind of an even race, stretched out, very, very good, was 2nd, beaten only a neck. I really like Chattering Gambler. For me, this may be a single in, I don't know, we'll see how I'm gonna play the pick 6, but definitely maybe a pick 4 single for me. Lindante also makes sense, but I think Chattering Gambler has a little more tactical speed. So there's a little pick 4 preview for you. Feel free to shoot me back on Twitter at Gino TVG. Any questions, comments? Maybe you want to rip me for not mentioning one of the horses that you like. Nonetheless, get in touch with me because I know we're all going to be focusing in on that pick 6 sequence tomorrow with a big carryover.